Now, there's one major aspect for people who are afflicted by the planet Mars and Mangal dosh is a terminology which we term it as Manglik. A person is a Manglik, they say. Now, what is a Manglik? Manglik is again a person who has a Kalpsarp Yoga in his chart and who has a Mars affliction in his chart. Now, when a person is a Manglik, according to the traditional astrologers, he should actually marry a Manglik only. Now, yes, it was true that he should marry a Manglik. But since we are all very emancipated these days and we are all very educated, you know why they said a Manglik should marry a Manglik? It is something what in two words would be like-minded. Because two people who are like-minded, who are undergoing the same affliction, will understand each other better. But if a Manglik marries a non-Manglik, it's very difficult for the rapport of two people to match, for the simple reason a Manglik is a very fury-tempered person, a person who is frustrated, who gets angry and who keeps seeing little obstacles coming his way. That makes him very irritable, and the end result is that when he marries a non-Manglik, the non-Manglik fails to understand what is that person undergoing in his own psychology that is making him the person he is. So the rapport is not maintained and most of the time the marriages break. Another thing which our traditional pundits say is that a Manglik should marry after the age of 27. For the Manglik is only reflective till the age of 27. Okay, my understanding to this is also that by the age of 27, a human being matures. A person starts getting a better understanding of life. Now, when he gets a better understanding of life, he is able to handle himself better. So that is why after the age of 27, you become much more vigilant and much more receptive and much more acceptable of your own self. So you can handle situations better, handle relationships better. That's how a Manglik is always advised to marry after the age of 27. But what happens when he finds his perfect match before the age of 27? And that other person is non-Manglik. Then what happens? That is the time when people come to me to get their charts compared or to ask me whether it's mostly happens in matchmaking, that whether this match is perfect or not perfect. That is the time I make them understand that how marrying before the age of 27, especially when a person is Manglik, he's more impulsive, he's more getting carried away. He needs to take time to know the next relationship better, because if they do not know each other well enough, then the chances are a breakup may occur. So to make the tall story short, I've seen traditional pundits will say don't get married now or get some vidhi done because there is a Mangal dosh, because the person is Manglik. Now, answer a simple question to me. Do you think Mangliks don't marry? Or do you think Mangliks don't lead a happy life? Of course they do. Manglik or having a Mars affliction is no sin or crime in your chart. Being a Manglik or having the Mars affliction, the simple phenomena is understand it, accept it. Once you've understood it, once you've accepted the fact of what do these afflictions actually denote, you can change yourself and make your life much more happier and make your relationships much better. Thank you.